Hey, what's up everyone? Ironcladsaucer coming at you guys all with another gameplay. This time around I'm playing PlanetSide2. I played this for probably a good few hours last night recording this. I very thoroughly enjoy this game. And you know, if you guys want to see more of this, then for sure, you know, let me know, and I will post more. This gameplay is with a I'm running with a tank. I'm running with a lightning. I believe that's what it's called, a lightning, and we do pretty good. We're capping objectives left and right, and we are playing the objective because that's the point of the game. So essentially, and another thing I want to bring up really quickly before I get into today's topic, um, I apologize. I derped when I rendered this audio, or when I rendered this video file out. I didn't choose the correct audio settings for the video, so there's no actual gameplay audio with this one. But I just wanted to post you guys this particular gameplay just because I enjoyed it so much, and I think you guys will too. So I have fixed the problem, I assure you, and you know, we will for sure get into today's topic. Anyway, today's topic is um, the misconception that people need a gaming mouse, a gaming keyboard, and a gaming monitor to game on a PC. This is simply not the case. I'm going to ramble a little bit on about this, and then I'll move into something else here I have planned. So, first things first, a gaming mouse. Now, when you first get a gaming computer, well, you know, you might not think, oh, well, you know, I don't need. Right here, watch that. Okay, seriously, that Sunder just literally obliterated that quad bike. That was fun. Anyway, getting back on topic here, the misconception that you need a gaming. Now, when you first get a gaming computer, you know, you might not think you need one at all. You know, which is 9 times out of 10 the case. Depending on what kind of you know, genre of game you play. You know, if you're playing real-time strategy, if you're playing FPS, if you're playing an MMO, if you're playing an RPG, you know, that type deal. I'm gonna break it down for you, and we will see what mouses fit your playstyle. So the mouse I use is simply just a 4-button Dell computer mouse. I am an FPS player. I don't play real-time strategy, although I have been offered to play. I play like FPS games mainly. Probably 90% of the games I will ever play will be FPS. Um, with that said, you don't need necessarily a lot of the buttons on your mouse per se, but something called DPI. A higher DPI may help you more, um, but it is not a necessity. And the overall scheme of having a higher DPI is going to improve your gameplay is simply uh, BS in my opinion. You do not need it. I have essentially a no name, a Dell mouse, and it works perfect. I can roll a few. The next gameplay you guys will see is pretty half decent, and it's the mouse that I've always used, and I love it. It's a great mouse. That raises a thought. That's what went through my head when I first got a gaming PC. I don't need it, whatever. I'm just gonna use it. That said, again, this is a great mouse, but let me counter myself. Having the extra buttons on the mouse is a big help. I will vouch for extra buttons on your mouse because the 4 buttons really are a pain in the ass. You know, because I don't have it, especially on this game here, PlanetSide. PlanetSide is not a voice detection comm system. It is. This guy was herp derp, and I was waiting for him to go, but he was waiting for me. But anyway, on my keyboard, I have on the side here by my WASD, I have tab, caps lock, shift, and control. Shift is my sprint. Control is my control isn't the default. That's what I have it set to. That's what my key binding is. Control is what I use for my comms. So when I'm sprinting, all I have to use is my pinky, and I just press both buttons at the same time, and it's just kind of It's my muscle memory kicking in, if you will. Um, Having the extra buttons on my mouse would make this so much easier. If I had buttons on the side by my thumb and maybe perhaps on my pinky side, that would help out so much. Because I can't stress it enough without actually showing you guys. I might do a little B-roll footage right about now. Um, you can see here that it is not. There's nothing on the thumb side. There's nothing on the pinky side. There is just simply two buttons, a scroll wheel, and you can push down on the scroll wheel. You know what I use for crouching? I push down on my scroll wheel, but that really screws me up because my scroll wheel, uh, it goes through my weapons. It goes through my inventory. So if I'm wanting to go crouch, it's sometimes I herp derp and I scroll wheel and I go to something else. And I don't like using the numbers on my keyboard because I don't like to take my hand off WASD, just because then that gets rid of my movement, and that is the whole mechanic of the game, is to move, and I don't like that. If I'm in a sticky situation, I don't want to have to do that. So I can see the advantages to having more buttons on your mouse. For instance, my brother's gaming mouse is a 17 button Razer something. Uh, that's the kind of mouse I want. If you guys have the cash, I would recommend spending the $80-$90 on it for sure. They are great mouse. They are a great mouse. I would recommend having more buttons. That for sure helps. That said, some people like myself, for a little while, I'm just gonna have to, learn to, and deal with what I have for now. And now going on to the next topic, keyboards. Now, I think all the gaming keyboards that you see, the only advantages that I would ever really see, I know there are some keyboards that have USB 3.0, which could actually help. It could actually help in terms of the speed, the input speed, because there could always be input lag, but on a keyboard, it's very rare. Okay, right here I messed up. I'm getting up top again, but I didn't want to get out, but I got out and I still killed him. Um, I I don't see the advantages to having a keyboard, a gaming keyboard, just because there's only two things that really stand out to me, and that is a backlit keyboard, which is really great if you want to play like with the lights off. You don't want to have to, if your monitor is not bright enough and you just want to see what you're doing. Backlit keyboard, that's a good option, and then that's a good thing to have. I will give that. The other thing, like I said before, the speed. Some gaming keyboards, a lot of I know Logitech does it, and then I'm not sure about like Razer or anything like that, but I do know that um, some do come with 3.0, which is, and if you have 3.0 connectivity, that is a bonus. That is actually, that could improve. If you're having any input lag, then that would definitely help. But those are the only, like, I see these keyboards that have extra buttons on the side, adjacent from your caps lock and tab keys, that are just very specific keys for your key bindings, instead of having to use your numpad, or you know I don't agree with that. I think that that's if you're playing like an MMO or an RTS, whatever. But in terms of FPS, I really don't see having those extra four keys that are blank, like, they're just used for whatever. I don't see the advantages, especially when you're paying, you know, $200 for that. I don't see that. But it's whatever fits your gaming style. That's what matters. That's what matters. And then we're winding down on today's commentary, so I'm gonna get through the monitor portion really fast. Gaming monitors. Gaming monitors are pretty much for most part essential. I don't have a gaming monitor yet, but it is there as long as you have a monitor that has a 5 millisecond response time, or lower, then you are pretty much good, and you're not going to see ghosting. You're not going to see the input lag that you normally would. Um, I would just recommend getting a monitor that has that response time. You know, I would just recommend doing that. And yeah, that's been today's commentary. I want to thank you guys for watching. Stay tuned for more commentaries, and I'll see you guys later.